Hi guys, Corey from Commies Lookout UK, doing another deck profile. This time I'm doing Gogeta, Gogeta BR, the blue leader. So this is with the Vegito engine, or the Vegito package. So I'll run down the leader. I won't explain all the basic stuff, the stuff that people already know in the deck, like all the cards. I'll just explain pretty much the new stuff and what they do. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the leader has an active main ability. Once per turn, you can look top 5 of your deck for red Goku BR, Vegeta BR, or a blue Veku. Awaken at 4 or less life, untap 2, flip over. When it attacks, you draw 1 card as an active main, where for 2 energy, you get to bottom deck an opponent's battle card. Or for active main, to remove an energy, place it in the drop area, you get to draw 2 cards. Pretty cool. It's a solid leader. So I'll quickly do the extra cards first. So the extra cards are 3 objection, 3 you're wide open, and 4 dimension magic. So this is pretty self-explanatory, standard. I'm using objection just because having that extra energy, especially with the Vegito needing to combo from the energy, it's nice. We are playing the Veku Ram cards as well, so it's pretty good. This is the defense package. It's really control-y, it's useful, especially this card when you have a lot of energy. So yeah, what this does is basically it's a counterplay where for 2 energy, when the opponent tries to play a battle card, if it's energy cost 4 or less, you get to return it to the owner's hand instead of it being played. So it's a pretty good card. So it's like preemptive, but instead of it going to drop, it just doesn't get played. So the red cards that I play, you'll never actually charge a red card and have to play it. I just play it because it's needed for the Vekus. I play only 8, 4 of each, Vegeta and Goku. I found them to be consistent enough to play, but at the same time, you never really want to charge a red card. You always want to charge blue, ideally battle cards as well, so you can combo with them. But basically, I just put them in there because it's consistent enough. I found it to be okay. If you obviously just use my deck as a guideline on what you want to play. I'm not telling you this is the correct ratio or anything. I just felt comfortable with having 4 of each. You could always find space to cut from the deck to bump the numbers up, but I felt this was fine. So for the blue cards, I play 4/1 drop borgos. Self-explanatory, it's pretty good. It punishes people who try to untap during their turn to extend their plays, and it's just really, really useful. You have to deal with this before being able to go off, which is really nice. And it's an additional draw card. So the spice of the deck, 2 Kais. So if you don't know what this does, it has a active main where you switch him to rest mode, and you bounce one of your own battle cards back to your hand, and then bounce an opponent's battle card, energy cost 3 or less, to their hand. So he's a meme. He's really niche and cool. He is really useful for a specific card we'll get to later. I'll show you what he's there for. He's not at all necessary for the entire deck. He's definitely a card you could cut to play something a bit more if you want to try and make this a meta build or anything. But yeah, I'm moving on. Self-explanatory, super combo. I prefer the sparking because I can get the sparking a bit faster than life, especially in some matchups where people are stalling me. I don't play much self-awakening in the deck, so I feel like having sparking's a bit better, especially if you combo them with a lot. So that's that. The main, pretty much the heart and soul of the deck, I would say, is Vegito, powers combined. So basically, if you don't know what he does, on play, you draw a card. If he's played with Union, you draw another card. We can't really play him with Union because I don't play Gokus. He has an active main for 2 energy. You get to swap him with a Vegito in your energy area with an energy cost equal to or less than your current energy. So ideally you want to be on 8 energy when you use it, and then you want to choose the new 8 drop Vegito and then place him in your energy and rest mode and then play the new Vegito. Because it's entering the field and it's not specifying the content or the position it's played in, it's just played in active mode, which is really, really good. I do play 1 copy of Awe-Inspiring Intimidator. He's a deadly defender for the deck. He's really useful. On play, you draw if you have 5 or more energy, and if he does get charged, you can always bring him back with this. But ideally, you want to play him for 4 energy instead of having to tap 3 for this and then tap 2. So he's just a really good card overall. I do play 3 at or cost Vegeta. He is the only card in the deck that can self-awaken, but I feel like it's not necessary because we're in a format now where people will pretty much always attack. He's just a really solid card. If I get to use him, he's an alternate win con, otherwise just charge target. Outside of that, he's just a really, really solid card. Not really else much I can say about him. So the main source of ramp in the deck is obviously Veku. If you don't know what he does, basically Union Fusion for Goku and Vegeta BR, 1 of each. You drop them, you play him. He's barrier blocker, so you're going to be blocking with him instantly. And if he dies and you lead a card as this card, you get to add a Goku and a Vegeta from your drop area back to hand, and then charge the top 2 cards of your deck into your energy. He's basically overpowered version of Whis from set 1, so he's insane. I do pair him up with this guy, Gogeta Comeback King. Because I'm playing objection, if I object turn 2 and then Veku turn 3, when he dies, I'll be on 7 energy the following turn, so I can't play him. And what he does is, he's the same summon condition as Veku, he is a barrier blocker, 25k, and if he's played with Union, you charge the top 3 of your deck. This one charges 2, this one charges 3. So when you play it, you'll be on 10 energy, and that's more than enough to basically win the game. He's just in there because if I actually can't play him, he basically should allow you to win the game regardless, because if you have the powers combined Vegito on board, you can just tap 2, swap, go into Vegito, swing, lock you out, and GG. So yeah. And I do play 3 of the Trunks. I feel like it's a reasonable number. Now he's the card I pair up with Kai. So basically what this is, he's a 30k double striker. And you can only control 1 copy of him at a time. So you can only have 1 in the battle area at a time. And that's why he's useful, because I can attack with him first, then switches to rest mode, return this back to my hand, and then I can play another one. And he's really cheap in the sense of he has an auto that when he's comboed from your energy area with the skill of Vegito, you get to play him after the battle, and then when he's played, you get to draw a card and then choose a card in your hand and place it in your energy. So he's really good. So the combo is, when you've brought him out on the turn of playing the Vegito, you get to, the following turn, attack with him. If you have another one of him in energy, you get to attack with him, play this, switches to rest, bounce this back to hand, attack with the Vegito, combo with another one from your energy, and because you no longer control a card because it's been bounced, you get to play the second copy. You then get to draw a card, and then you can just charge this card in your energy that you bounced back with this. And then you can do the exact same combo every turn, and it's basically just drawing you a card every time he attacks, and he's basically 4 damage because he can just swing multiple times. It's a cool little combo, it's niche, it doesn't always go off, and it's definitely not necessary or needed in the deck. I just found it to be something pretty cool. You could obviously cut these, but I think 3 of these is fine. You want to see it with Vegito, so yeah. And finally, we play Vegito, the big boys. So I'll explain what the secret red does quickly, and then I'll explain these. So what the secret red does is, he's an 8 drop, energy exhaust, ultimate, triple strike. He's got a permanent that states if the opponent has 6 or more energy, or has 6 or more cards in rest mode, you get to reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3. So he's a 5 drop. Cool. On play, you get to choose 4 of the opponent's cards, switch them to rest mode, and then draw 4 cards. So that's really, really strong. But through testing, I've done a couple of games where I found playing him with the Vegito, the 3 drop, kind of isn't necessary, because most of the times you want to play this first, and then if you can play this, you can. But I found myself being on 4, maybe 5 cards left in deck before, like, when shutting the game out. So to be fair, I would probably just cut this for a different secret, or probably the set 2 Vegito, the triple strike, triple attack, because 10 energy is not really that difficult at all in the deck. So you could test around and see with this. I would probably either play that or add another one of these Vegetos. So what this one does is, you'll never be playing them in this deck for the Union Potara, because we do not play the Goku needed or used for it. But he is a barrier and he is energy exhaust. He has a skill, or he has 2 autos. The first one is when he attacks, if the opponent's got 3 or more energy, you get to choose up to 3 blue or yellow battle cards in your energy and combo with them. Really, really strong ability. So you can go up to like 60k for no actual combo cost of your hand. And he has a second auto that states when you combo with a card from your energy area with this card's skill, and your leader card is blue, if there are 3 or more cards in your combo area, you get to choose all of the opponent's battle cards and energy, switch them to rest mode, and they can't switch back to active mode during the opponent's next charge phase, which is an absolutely busted effect. It's basically Heightened Mastery but on steroids. Really, really strong. And because you ramp so much, you can afford to do this every single turn. But he's insane. The thing you do have to note is it has to be 3 cards from the energy. You can't just combo 1 card from the energy, then 2 from anywhere else, because there is the rulings on it where it checks after every combo card by skill. But yeah, but he's stupid. So ideally, you want to be charging like you can charge super combos, combo with them, draw cards. But the ideal charge target in the combo card is Trunks, obviously. But he is the win con in the deck. I would definitely say he's the best card, without a doubt. So, yeah, that's the deck profile. If you did like, do consider subscribing. If you have any feedback that you would like to give us, please put it in the comment section down below. If you have any specific comments, or if you have any specific types of decks you want to see a profile on, once again, leave everything in the comments. Feedback is appreciated, and yeah, thanks very much, guys. See you in a bit.